Hey folks, this is Gene from Regular Guy Mountain Biking, and it is vlog time. I am sorry I didn't get this to you over the weekend. I used to try to get a vlog out on Saturday and Sunday, Saturday or Sunday. But if you haven't tuned into this new show that some friends and I have just put in, it's called the Off Camber Live Show. It took a little bit of my time this weekend. It's a freaking killer show. I'll put a link to it. But anyway, that's what kind of threw me off a little bit, so I apologize. I do try to get these out on the Saturday or the Sunday, but didn't happen. But I still want to do it. I love my vlogs. I love talking to you folks. And today's topic, the topic of the vlog, is making friends mountain biking. So here's the deal. Mountain biking is awesome, right? Love to mountain bike. That's why you're watching the channel and things like that. And sometimes mountain biking just by yourself is just relaxing, just calming, get away from the world. You just want to be alone. But not all the times, right? I mean, it's kind of cool to be out there with a bunch of friends, just to joke around, ride, and just have a lot of fun. So if you're new to mountain biking, how do you make friends mountain biking? Where do you go? How do you find people to ride with? And it might be harder than you think. So let me list a couple things, and let me tell you what things have been successful for me, because I have not had a lot of people to ride with in the past. Only recently have I been able to build up a good group of people to ride with. So again, it's not as simple as you might think. So first of all, the obvious one would be to speak to your friends, right? Maybe you have some friends that are interested in mountain biking. In fact, I had actually stopped mountain biking for a while, and a buddy of mine, Joe, was actually the one that got me back into it again. And if it probably wasn't for him, I don't know if I'd be talking to you right now. I don't even know if I'd be doing mountain biking, because life just changed, things happen. And we were talking, and he actually got me back on the bike. So your friends are really important. So sometimes that might be your source of riders, your pool to pull from. But let's say your friends aren't interested in mountain biking, okay? Or maybe they just don't like the same type of riding that you like, or whatever the case is. Another good place to find people to ride with is the local bike shops. Now, if you go to bike shops, sometimes they already have a little group that ride together, and they could say, oh yeah, every Wednesday night we get together at blah blah park and we ride together. So go to your local bike shops and ask them for ways of meeting people. Do you have a group that goes out or anything like that? So go to your bike shop and ask, right? Part of the deal about finding people to ride with is kind of getting off your butt and asking. So if you're going to sit home all by yourself and not talk to anyone, then you might not have anybody to ride with. So understand, part of the deal is actually going out and talking to people. All right, so now let's go one step further. Let's go and try something else and introduce meetup groups. And that's what's been very successful for me lately. If you're not familiar with meetup groups, go to meetup.com. I'll give you a link. You can even get to the Regular Guy Mountain Biking one. If you're in the local tri-state area type of thing, we can get together and ride. But meetup groups are awesome. You can get a meetup group for everything. You want to go and learn how to can pickles? Find the meetup group on Pickle Cannon. I mean, there's a meetup group for everything out there. Certainly mountain biking. I've found it very helpful. And that's really how I've met a lot of the folks that I've been riding with. I opened up a meetup group for Regular Guy Mountain Biking. There's like over 150 people in this meetup group now. And I'd say almost every ride that we go on now, there's between 5 and 10 people on each ride. And that's huge. I mean, having 10 people on a mountain bike ride, that's a lot of people. So meetup groups have been very, very successful. If you don't want to go into the meetup group, you may want to just use mountain biking forums, Pink Bike, MTBR. There's always a thread on a forum for the local area to ride. They divvy them up in different ways, but you can talk to people on there and find out what people are riding. It's a great way to start meeting people, and then offline you guys can chat and find a place to ride and set up things like that. So definitely mountain biking forums are very helpful. Now the next one you might not think about using, but it actually is pretty useful. I've found quite a few friends to ride with also just on social media in general. So things like, like YouTube, right? Like things like this. A lot of people will see some of the videos that I'll produce and say, oh, I didn't know you rode in Wawayanda. I'm in Wawayanda. Let's go ride together. So you may find YouTube videos based on some of the trails you like. So then you can either go and ask the person that produced the video or take a look at the comments, because sometimes people will comment on videos that they can relate with. So maybe they're in the local area. That's another way to find some folks. Also, in the way of social media, Instagram is a lot of help as well. So as you start using Instagram, it gets smarter on what kind of things like videos and pictures you like. And it'll show you different ones that will relate to what you're interested in. And before you know it, you'll start seeing pictures of, mountain biking and stuff like that. And I've seen a lot of cool pics about trails that I'm like, I know that trail. And I'll look in there and someone will do hashtag Waywayanda or hashtag Ringwood. So then I know it's in my area, and I'll chat back and say, hey, when were you there? And let's go ride and meet up or something like that. So I've made a lot of friends that way as well. So if you want to ride with people, you certainly can. There's multiple ways of finding friends to ride with. A big part of it's just reaching out and talking to people. And you give that a shot and you make a lot of friends and you'll have a lot of fun mountain biking out on the trails and just have a good time. That's all I got for vlogging right now. How have you met your friends when you go mountain biking? Have I left anything out? Have you had any success with any of these? What's your best time out there riding with your friends? And am I wrong? Is riding with people not your favorite thing, or would you rather ride by yourself? I like to talk to you guys. The comments are always awesome. People like to read them, and we all comment back and forth to each other. Keep the party on the pedals, my friends. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. You're all awesome. And hey, I'll catch you in the next vlog, next video. Catch you the next time. Bye-bye.